have a look at this. It's definitely seen better days. I've got a new one. Right, well, there doesn't seem to be much in there I can undo. Yeah. There's a screw. No. This is it round the back. That I can grind that one off. Right, grinder time.
Bit of adjustment needed on this one. It's shooting straight up and hitting the roof. You just need to find something thin to go in there. A pin is a very good thing to use. But let's see if this works. And then put it in there, and then turn it towards where you think it should go. Now then, Okie Rover asked me in the comments why I didn't just re-drill the bulkhead and put the new jets in a place where they were more convenient. Well, on this one I'm trying to preserve the originality of the vehicle, but there is a quick fix for those of you who don't want to go to this rigmarole. I'll show you what that is. So here's the quick fix without taking all the dashboard out. Cut your jets off and then thread your tube through. You can fiddle that through without taking all the dashboard apart. You'll want to put a grommet in there for later on. The only part of the dash you've got to take off is this bottom corner here where the wiper motor is, so you can thread the pipes through into the engine bay. Then cable tie that pipe to the wiper, and that then is spraying the water on your windows, so it's got you within the regulations. KTB has been through several MOT tests with this. There is no problem with doing it that way as long as the water is on the window. And what I've done here is found a little bit of copper tube and I've squashed the end down so that it sort of sprays the water a bit more. So there you are, that's your quick fix, and you haven't done anything to ruin the originality of the vehicle. It could all be put back properly at a later date. I've just noticed this. This is the bottom end of the fuel filler pipe. The tank is just below there, and this is the breather from the fuel filler. So if we go over the top, there's your fuel filler's just there, your cap, and what we're looking for now is behind that somewhere. Looks like somebody's already been here. Right, it's pop riveted in. The way to get pop rivets out is to drill them out. That's one. That's two. Et voila. Mouse has been in there. So I've got a Jubilee clip here and another one here. That was easy. Same as that. Just fell off. There it is. Let's try this. This is another one of those awkward jobs. I don't know whether you can see from there, but this filler hose, this rubber hose, is quite cracked. It comes down here and then into the tank. They are an absolute horror to change over. I've done 2 of them, so you can trust my experience on that one. So I'm not going to replace that until it actually starts leaking. It's not a catastrophic problem, so wait till it starts leaking and then change it. For now, it'll be enough to just try and get this pipe on. Right, it's on, but I've forgotten to put the Jubilee clip on. Oh, I've made the job hard for myself here. Clips on it, it won't go in. Let's go in. Gotcha. One. Well, there is a little bit of an issue here. If you can see, that pipe is wedged right up against the back of there, which is only giving me about that much pipe to fix to the end of, from my thumb to the end of my finger. But this is just a breather pipe, and it basically, as you filling up with fuel, it allows the air to come out of the tank and stops the fuel blowing back on you. So it's not really under any pressure. So I think it'll be okay like that, but I'll just keep an eye on it. Now, they are a little bit of a fiddle, these pliers, when you first get them, and until you learn to use them. But once you do, it really is well worth using them, because it really hurts when they spring back and get you on the end of your finger. And while I'm here messing about, this thing, that bar, it never has lined up with this latch. So it's the first time I've had time to turn my thoughts towards it. So what it is, you've got to, oh, look at that, I got it first time. You've got to put it on in the right position in the first place, or it doesn't line up. Like that. And also, I had a top tip from subscriber Ian Wallet. What he says, stick a magnet to here, and then that latch doesn't drop down when you're filling it with fuel. Brilliant idea, I'll be doing that. Thanks, Ian. Well, it's been quite a while since we had a look under here. The last time we did, I think it was about 7 months ago, it was October, and I had a boiler suit on, 2 layers, and a great big thick coat and bobble hat and gloves on as well. Now, of course, it's May. Lovely, lovely spring day out there, except that somebody's dumped a load of tyres. So what have we got to do under here? Well, obviously that bit of exhaust tailpipe's had it. The rest of the pipe is fine. I'm just going to cut that off. I've got a silencer there, I'll put that one on. Yeah, I've got to try and make that look like this. Oh my God. I'm going to do something with this red wire and all that ugly wire and get that all tidied up. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. That red wire goes off down here. Here it is again. Look at it here. It's just hanging down. And then it goes up then into the engine. So something's going to happen with that. I've got oil seals to do here and at the back. They need doing. And generally, more than anything, it's a case of cleaning everything up. This looks bad, but it's not. It's just flaking stuff. The chassis itself is all solid. It just wants to look a bit nicer than it does. Brake pipes, obviously, again, they look horrible, but they're not. They'll just clean up those. You know, whatever we have to do with that, we'll see when we get into it. There's a little manifold here at the just there on top of the axle, so we've got to clean all that lot up and make sure it's not too horrible. The flexi pipe here, the metalwork doesn't look too bad on that one. It seems all right. Might be able to just clean that up too. So on the face of it, that's it really. Let's get on with it. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind. The whole thing's come off. Oh well, best laid plans. Plan A with the exhaust didn't work, so we're on plan B now. I was going to keep the section that came through to here, but it was rotten at the end by the silencer. So I've just spent a good half an hour hacking this off. I've still got half it left on there to mess about with, but luckily what I had in stock is that actual portion to go back on. Okay, I just spent the last couple of hours just going round scraping off anything I could see that was thick. I hope something will show up on the before and after pictures, because I can't really tell that it looks a lot different to what it did. Although there is quite a bit on the floor. If you're thinking that doesn't look like much, well, probably the reason is because I've got a lot of it stuck to the soles of my feet. So the horrid bit now is I've got to get the degreaser sprayed all over it. It's the next bit. So I'm just wondering how unpleasant that's going to be with it dripping on my head. Let's get on with it. Now, I suppose the clever thing to do here would be to just do a section at a time. Ugh. So I'll just do that bit and see how we get on. It's so tempting to do more because it's so much fun spraying this thing. And there we go, that's the second pile after I've cleaned up, and yet again the reason there's not that much down there is because it's all stuck to my feet. I better not go in the house with those on.
Well, there we are. I'd like to think it looks better. I think those bits are shinier than they were before. Will be interesting.
Right, I think I'm going to give it up for now. My back's really aching from holding your arm up, scraping like that. And besides, I need to clean my glasses. I can't see a thing. Now I've cleaned my glasses, I just realised how dirty my face is. Oh, it's on my ear. See you next time.